Okay, dear friends, I'm back. This time, I'd like to go through the machine of Devel on the Hackthebox. I've already spawned the machine earlier. This is IP address of this target. And during the video, I'd like to use the POM box, which is online payload OS, to do this penetration. Before we begin today's video, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. This will help me very much. I appreciate your help and support. So now, without further ado, let's just get started. So then we can switch over to the viewer or GUI of Payload OS. As you can see, I've already done the Nmap scanning with options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, and also the comprehensive scan. And I also use the capital PN to represent I will not, or Nmap will not do the pin test. We'll always assume the target is online. Okay? So from the Nmap scanning results, as you can see, there are two open ports. The first one is 21, which is running FTP service, and also the actual version information, which is Microsoft FTP. And the second one is 80, which is running HTTP service, and also the corresponding version information, which is IIS. So I think now we need to do more immersion for the FTP service. As I mentioned very often, if the target has file sharing service running like FTP, like Samba, such a service shall become our first kind of objective. Okay, so we can log in to the target and anonymous, and no password, and we can list the content. And of course, I think we do not, the ISS start HTML file is the default HTML file. I think we do not need to download or get down to our own machine. And also welcome picture. So it looks like now we are inside the web root directory. So I think we need to test whether we can upload files onto the target. So maybe we can generate the file like a test.json and can name it to test.txt, and then we can use the put command to upload. Yeah, we successfully upload our file. Now I think we need to enumerate the web application. We can open up our browser, make it bigger, and the IP address of the target. As you can see, yeah, this is just a default HTML page of the target. If you check the source code of this page, this one, welcome PNG, this file is just like the same as this one when we got to the FTP directory. For example, like this one, yeah, welcome. So now how do we do? We need to upload the reverse shell payload through FTP. And then we can access this reverse shell file and then get the reverse shell. But we need to know which type of a payload we have to generate. As you know, we need to use the tool like Ligato to get to know more about the web application. And we can use the Ligato. Ligato can tell us some information about the web application itself, like a server. Yeah, we have already know that, IIS. And also we can get the X powered by header. So it means that the target is running by ASP.NET. And this one we have already, this one is a file what we just uploaded. So I think now we can know that we need to generate the SP payload with the two MSF volume. But we need to know exact the payload. So how to get, as I mentioned in the other video, if you follow along my series of video, we cannot remember a lot of different and also very complicated commands, some sort of that. But we need to utilize the help provided by the command itself. Payload. And this one will list all possible, all available payload. And we need to select appropriate payload, which is suitable for our environment. Okay? Of course, from the map scanning, we already know that the target is Windows, right? And then we can, so we need to filter, grab Windows. And we just interested in Metasploit session. Predator, because the Metasploit is so powerful. I like to use the Metasploit payload. There are other types like simple reverse TCP payload. Because Metasploit can provide more functions. Anyway, and as we scroll up, we can use this one. Maybe also can use let's scroll up. So many payloads available. We can select. Maybe we can select this one. This is the staged payload. So what can we do next is use MS Vim, and the payload is the Windows, and we need to specify the localhost to our own machine. And the local port to 555. And the file type should be SPX. Yeah, we can get how we get to know this information of format, because we have already know that the target is running by ASP.NET. And we can redirect to reverse and SPX. Let's hit enter. Then we can use the FTP to upload this reverse SPX file. Yeah, this file, this payload has been created by MSF volume. Now we can go back to our FTP session, but it's a timeout. We need to log in again, which is fine, anonymous, and no password, and then we can put reverse. Yeah, it's correct. It's successful. Now we can quit, and then we can launch the Metasploit console. And then after we can load this console of a Metasploit, we need to set the handler. We can use the exploit multi handler, and we need to set the payload. Yeah, this payload must be the same as the one when we created the payload. So we just make a copy because copy and paste way will not make mistake. And then we can show options. We need to set the localhost to our own machine. And then we need to set a local port. Again, this one should be the same as the port number when we created payload. Let's hit enter. Now we can run this module. Yes, started the reverse TCP handler. So now we can go back to our browser and access this reverse ASPX. Let's hit enter. Now go back to our terminal. Yeah, we got the Metasploit session, which is wonderful. And now, we can print current directory. Maybe this directory is not so good. We need to navigate to temp directory, where we can do a lot of different things. Where we have a permission to do like upload file, execute a command like that. So we can go back to the upper directory. Temp directory. Maybe not here. And then we can go to the temp directory. Now, I think we can migrate. Maybe we do not need to migrate. We can background the current Metasploit session, because it's time to elevate our privilege to root user or administrator. But but how to make an innovation? This innovation for Windows is so complicated, involves a lot of works. But the one Metasploit module can come into play for our convenience. We can search the suggester, and then we can use this module. Paste in here, and you can show options, and we can set the session number, because now currently we just have one session. And next we can run this module. This suggester module will be collecting all possible local exploits for our purpose, and then he will check out available or workable exploits. So we just wait for this module to be finished. Okay, this one, the target appears to be vulnerable. Okay, it's finished. And next, we need to, for us, we need to try different available exploits or possible exploits module. But to save time of this video, I just go directly to select this module. And then we can use this module. And then we can show options. We can, the payload can stay the default one. And we can set the local host to our own machine. And this time we need to, because this will spawn another different Metasploit session. And of course, we need to set different local port number to be listened on. And for example, we can use the 666. And now we need to set the session number to 1. And then next we can run this module. Yeah, sending stage. Yeah, it's working. Now we can get and also we can get UID. Yeah, we are now the administrator. If you want, we can get or retrieve the root flag. There are. We can go to the administrator directory. There are. And the desktop. There are. And then we can get the root flag. Okay? So, of course, if you want, you also can get the user flag because we have full permissions to do all different functions or tasks inside this target. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.